And here we go with Ron Paul, the sequester crisis and what should be done. This is from Ron Paul, and this appeared on Infowars.com yesterday. Despite what the media and politicians would have us believe, the United States did not collapse last Friday when the package of spending reductions, known as sequestration, went into effect. The financial markets hardly blinked as they have come to be more skeptical about these periodic government hype crises, this being the third this year. What has been portrayed as a drastic reduction in government spending was merely a decrease in the projected rate of increase in government spending over the next decade. Under sequestration, the government spending increases by $2.4 trillion over the next 10 years rather than the $2.5 trillion without it. So we are speeding towards collapse at only 100 miles per hour instead of 110. And Ron Paul was actually on the news, on several news outlets, talking about this, how this has nothing to do with cuts that are in place. They're not going to be axing any programs or anything. This is just a projected decrease in spending, and there you go. It's from $2.4 trillion, and what it was going to be was $2.5 trillion. And he also mentions under sequestration, defense spending will increase only 18% over 10 years as opposed to 20%. Like, we need more guns and bombs. I guess we do if we're the Homeland Security fighting the American people. And then he puts a laugher here at the end. In a recent tour of the Middle East, newly confirmed Secretary of State John Kerry announced that the U.S. would be sending another $60 million to the rebels, who are al-Qaeda, to overthrow the Syrian government in the midst of the sequester crisis. So there you go. It's much ado about nothing, yet Janet Napolitano would have you think that the sky is falling because now there's going to be long lines at the airport, she came out and said. And there you go. At a WBOC, Channel 16, sequester already causing long lines at airports. So you got Janet Napolitano trying to hog-tie us with these long lines. For the TSA, they're doing nothing but looking through our luggage, stealing our things, and basically causing a nuisance out there. And she's trying to hog-tie us with this type of approach. So we'll call our government officials and say, please, please, spend more of our money on nothing. Please, please. There you go.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.